I'm here on behalf of the MMC and NLC. Today, I am interviewing toughman fighter and new line cage fighting boxer Jay Payne. His last fight was recently at Toughman. So, I guess to start off our interview, do you want to kind of run down what happened at the most recent Toughman that you were at? What happened maybe from start to finish?
Gotcha. Yeah. I feel like I got the buy on Friday, so I didn't have to worry about it then. I was just there to support my teammates. Didn't have to fight until Saturday, but I feel like my training leading up to it, we tried to shift it towards more of a tough man style, but that muscle memory you get from those 2 minute rounds and 2 minute 3 round fights, I went in there with that same style, and I feel like I got the better of them, but judges disagreed. I felt like it was a good fight though.
So, would you say it's a significant difference going from the 2 minute fight style down to the 1 minute fight style of Toughman?
For sure, because like oddly enough, like I started my boxing career at Tough Man last year in April, and I felt like I was better in Tough Man last year than I was this year, just because the style you have to equate it to that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, you got to get to work. You only got 60 seconds per round. You feel me?
How many rounds is there at Toughman? I haven't really seen too much of it.
It's 3 rounds, but it's only 1 minute, and it's
Three
like
minutes versus like six.
you're right. In an NLC fight, you know, you got your time to not necessarily fill out, but you're poking your jabs in there. You're finding your timing. You're trying to counter his timing. Tough man, you just got to go in there and fucking. It feels like volume is what wins the fights, and I didn't have the volume. But to be fair, I thought I won rounds 1 and 2. Should have got an 8 count in round 2, but can't cry over spilled milk. Just should have been better.
I mean, hey, shit happens. I will definitely try to go in there and watch it. I didn't know that you were actually
Mm.
going to get to fight until it was over, where there was concerns about the doctors and stuff. But
Really?
I,
Yeah, I had to go through that too. Yeah.
I'm glad you got to go. I didn't mention this before. I guess I should have mentioned this in the intro. Jay has also went against one of my fighters in New Line and won. So that's one thing that we can say. He is a good fighter. Um, was the fight against Jimmy your last fight that you had in New Line, or have you had a fight after that?
Nah, that was my last. After Jimbo, I tried to take some time off to heal my shoulder. I'm actually about to go to the doctor for it, but yeah, Jimbo was my last NLC fight.
Do you plan on coming back to New Line, like maybe after you've rehabbed your shoulder and stuff?
For sure, and that's what I hate. I hate that it's one of those things like as a fighter, you have that spirit, like you want to be in the ring, you want to be active, but after every fight, it's like I'm sitting there like I'm winning these fights, you know what I'm saying? So I'm getting pushed up, I'm getting better fights. So it's like I want to be 100% before I get in there with say the number two contender, the number one contender, whatever comes next, you know what I'm saying? But you need to be at your best for some of these guys. So it's like I want to fight, but I don't want to be walking in there with one arm, shoot myself in the foot, and just look stupid. You feel me? So it's just one of those trying to find that balance. I want to heal, but I want to fight too.
Yeah, I broke my hand. I know what you mean.
You're right.
I'm hoping I'm healed up by May myself.
Hell yeah.
So, do you plan to stick purely to boxing, or do you plan on trying out MMA and kickboxing too, or is that like undecided?
It's a good question. I don't know. I've fallen in love with boxing since April, but me and my teammates, we've toyed around with the idea of kickboxing. I would like to at least get a debut in, like, you know what I'm saying? Just try it out. I'm not against it, but for the meantime, right now, I want to push boxing as far as I can go. And if kickboxing's in the future, then I'd love to do it. I don't know about MMA, though. Them MMA guys are tough. I ain't got, like, I wrestled in high school, but I don't got the most experience on the ground. So I would
So,
definitely have to touch up.
I don't know if this is a weird question, but how old are you, and how long have you been fighting?
26, and my first fight was April of last year. So about, what would that be? 9 months ago, about 9 or 10 months ago. And I didn't really, that was my first fight, but I didn't get with my gym until June, right before my first amateur fight. I had my first fight in July, amateur wise, and I didn't join the gym until June. But
Did
it,
um did you like grow up doing like wrestling, boxing, like at home, unsanctioned fighting, or anything like that?
nah, we watched a lot of UFC and we like would mess around with each other. We put the gloves on sometimes, but no, I don't know. It just came about. I honestly, you want to know what got me into fighting?
Yeah.
I watched that Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight, and Mike Tyson was like one of my idols growing up, and it made me so mad watching it. I signed up for Tough Man like a couple days later. No experience, no training. I was like, bro, fuck that. I'm about to.
Is that like so? Would you say that you're doing it because you want to see if you can be like them, or do you like maybe feel like the people that were boxing before have kind of, I don't want to say made a joke out of boxing, but it doesn't seem like it's serious anymore. What would you say your goal for boxing is?
My goal is to I want to I want to push it as far as I can go. I don't want to sound selfish and say it's purely about glory, but it's just like I got into it just for the pure fact of I know I can do it, you feel me? Especially starting out. I just want to see how it goes, you know what I'm saying? I know I can, but I want to see how it goes. Now that I've actually grown accustomed to it and fallen in love with the arts and the science and just tweaking with things and all the, you know what I'm saying, just the culture that comes with it. I don't know. I just want to push it as far as I can go. You know what I'm saying? I want to take it to the top. I want to be as good as I can possibly be. Rise
Yeah.
to the top of the amateurs. Hopefully, one day go pro. Just keep leveling up.
What kind of training do you do? Do you train with the gym? Do you train with buddies? Do you train solo?
Yeah, we try to mix it up. Like how we don't have our own building. We're in our gym 2 days a week. But like me and a couple of other of my guys from the gym, we'll travel. We'll go to different gyms, or we'll go to each other's houses and get in work. So we probably get in work like 4 times a week. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes more, sometimes less. But we try to shoot for like 3 or 4. But even whenever I'm just in here in the house, I got like a dummy. I got a living room with nothing but a couch and a projector in it. So I just got room to move around, do drills and shit. Just,
Yeah.
just try to, you know what I'm saying? I always try to find something to just improve upon and then take it to the gym with me, see how the coaches feel about it, and we'll carry on from there. You know what I'm saying?
Whenever you're doing training and stuff, does it bother your shoulder? Like, does it hurt to move it around and stuff?
That's the part that kills. That's the part that sets me up because like I'll feel great going into a fight, but it's in the back of my head. I'm like I can't if I get sloppy and I throw a punch with bad technique, I'll be punished with it by it slipping out. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like leading up to Tough Man, I was ripping bags, good technique. I was feeling good. It didn't bother me at all. But and going into the fight, I'm not scared or worried about it, but I'm like, I need to retain my technique at all times. You know what I'm saying? Because one lazy bad punch will it'll throw it down the drain. But no, it'll be feeling good. So I go into fights. I sign up for fights because I want to fight, and I'm like, well, I feel good. It'll be all right. And then I get into a fight. All it takes is a bad parry. I can throw some good technique, and if it gets parried the wrong way, if it, because like this most recent fight, it came out in the last 10, 15 seconds of the third round, like the very end of the fight.
Yeah.
All fight, it was doing good. I wasn't throwing it super heavy, no wild overhands or nothing, but we did like a little exchange. I threw a quick like 3 or 4, like a 1-2, 1-2-4 or something, just boom, 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 and it just barely tapped. It wasn't a hard punch. It just barely tapped him, and it just slipped out. And I was like, well, I feel like I didn't have the best technique, and that's why that happened specifically. But
What are they going to do to rehab your shoulder when you go?
uh, I'm hoping anything but surgery. I'm really down for anything. But if surgery gets me back on track the fastest, or just I want to I want to stay in the game. I don't want to let time pass me, but I want to be able to fight at 100% because I think about that all the time. I'm like, I look at the guys in my division or the guys like in Huntington. I seen you in Huntington. It was that night.
Yeah.
I watched Brody Folks and I watched Daniel Powell fight,
Yeah.
and I'm watching them fight. Those are the 154 guys fighting for championships in NLC. I'm like, I need to be just as good or better than them because I want to be in that position. I want to fight them. You feel me? I don't.
Yeah.
I want to fight the top guys in my weight class. I don't even know how I fight with 2 arms. You feel me? Like two perfectly healthy arms where you're throwing a 4 with no hesitation. You're throwing a strong 2 with no hesitation. I want to get to that point so I can full commit to, you know what I'm saying, getting to that level. I still feel like for what I've done, I've showed I have the potential and the capabilities to do it, but I can't wait until my shoulder just is behind me.
You know, um, with all that happening, going from basically no experience to tough man to the injury and stuff like that, um, how did you manage to come into contact with Keith and Newline in between all that happening?
Uh, my boy Huffy, well Dalton Hustetler. I guess he had some decent connections with Keith because I don't know if any of us had a fight before that original August card. I don't think any of my boys had been on NLC before then, but me and him got on that event. And yeah, he just linked it up. It was actually crazy. I took the fight against Mendoza in July. I took it on like a 5 day notice. On the way to that fight, Keith matched me up with Jimbo on the way to that fight. So I already had a fight set up before I fought Diego for a new line the next month. So really Huffy set it up, but
Yeah, he's a good dude. I like him.
yeah, he's a funny little talker.
Did you have you been setting up for a while too? Because I know that the people behind the scenes don't know this, but we met up just for context at the show to set up. Have you been setting up for a while? Because that was my first time setting up.
No, yeah, that was my first time set. I've helped tear down. I want to say we helped in Huntington in November. No, not November. That would have been October. We helped in October tear down, kinda. We helped out with the ring, but yeah, that was my first time setting up too. It was cool though.
Yeah. Once my hand rehabs up some, I plan on going back and doing it again. I liked it. It was a little bit labor intensive, but honestly, it was cool to get
Hmm.
to see it all set up. I'd never seen anything like that before.
Right. I was about to say it's really interesting. You never think about how much goes into it until you're there, and you're like, man, I salute these guys because like I wouldn't even know where to start if I wanted to build a damn was it or a
Yeah.
damn 30 by 30 octagon. I don't even know how big it is, but it's
Yeah.
huge.
I tell you, I couldn't lift all that stuff now with my hand being like it is.
Oh
No.
hell no! I was about to say them boys are strong too. They over there,
They move fast.
yeah, chucking it up on their shoulder. It was cool though. I liked it.
Sorry about my cat kind of.
No, no,
Well,
you're fine.
normally it don't like attention, and it's been standing over here, so I decided to pick it up. Usually it wants to not be petted.
Right, that's how they be. They come at the most random times.
Yeah. Um, I had something else I was going to ask you, but then my damn cat distracted me.
Mm.
Um, so after you get whatever you need done to fix your shoulder, what
Mhm.
are your plans to let's not say immediately after because you've got to take time to heal up and stuff. But what is your plan to get to where you feel like you're able to compete again and going forward? Do you plan to try to be as active as possible? Do you plan on trying to take strategic fights? What's your plan?
I definitely want to be active. That's my problem. I want to be active now. Like I don't even want to sit here and really admit that I have to take time off because I just got done taking time off. So it's like I don't even really want to do that. But
And you got to do what's best for you for real.
exactly, especially long term, because I feel like my skill is putting me in the position to be matched up with people who have more experience than me, which isn't a problem. I love taking those fights. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, trying to do my best and move up. You feel me?
Yeah.
Good matchups, but yeah, I mean, I plan on being active and my fights. I feel like the way I fight is only gonna get better, so it should get me in those doors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you can't get in those doors not being active. So it's like I would like to get it going if I could, but
You know, honestly, the way that you fought with Jimmy, I had expected you to at least have maybe a wrestling background or even like been amateur fighting for at least a year or two now. I can't believe that that was your first fight in New Line. I didn't even know that at the time.
really.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
No, I appreciate it. Jimbo's tough as shit. I'm not gonna lie, because there's a couple times I would connect and I'm like, bro, this guy is a tank. This guy,
I had somebody tell me it was either yesterday or the day before. I can't remember who it was, but I was having a conversation with somebody, and they told me that your fight with Jimbo was one of the most recent, was one of the favorite fights that they'd seen in a while.
really? Oh, that's
Yeah,
dope.
they which this is kind of off topic a little bit, but Jimmy tried out an MMA match. I mean, it didn't go the best, but it was cool that he ventured out to try new things. I
All
think
right,
that
nah, Jimbo's one of those active cats too. Jimbo, he stay fighting.
I think he's supposed to fight again in March. If he does, I'm gonna be there to corner him.
Hell
I was
yeah.
gonna try to be on the March card till I broke my hand. Uh, I was gonna try to fight Braxton Little on that card. Me and him was
Oh,
gonna try
really?
to, yeah, but
Hell yeah.
maybe in the future for sure. I don't know how I'm gonna do. My opponent doesn't want me to say publicly who he is yet. I mean, like you can find out in ways, but to respect
Yeah.
his privacy or whatever, I'm not gonna say yet. But
Mm.
I'm excited to do my debut fight, and I hope I do good. I don't know if I'm going to do good either, but
Nah, I
I,
think that'll be dope. Let
I don't know how you guys do it so much. I've been just so nervous and stuff. Like I'm excited, I'm nervous, and I'm excited.
That's how it is getting into it. Even now, like it's a weird feeling. Like whenever I get hit up about a fight, like Huffy is the one, he's a matchmaker. He'll be like, hey, he said he wants to give you this guy. I'll start sweating. Like my armpits just start dripping. It's an excited drip now, but like you just kind of get used to it. You look forward to it more because it's like, you're going to get punched in the face. The goal is to get punched in the face as least as you can and to do the most damage without getting done. But I mean, you know what you're walking into, so it's like if you put the work in, it's easier to have that. You know what I'm saying? Just that confidence going into it. Never like cocky or anything, but like you're just confident. You're like, okay, I
You
know what
gotta
to
be
expect.
you gotta
Yeah,
be confident to do it at least a little bit.
hell yeah. But like starting out, you don't know what you're walking into. So it's like, no, bro. Those first couple fights, like, yeah, it's the most adrenaline rush thing you can think of. But then you step out of that ring and you're like, that wasn't that bad. I'm gonna come back. I want to do this shit again.
What advice do you have for people that are like maybe thinking about trying out amateur debuting,
Hmm.
but they're on the fence about it? What advice would you have for people like that?
You just got to get into it. You got to full send commit because like I feel like once you put a little bit of work in and you just find your sweet spot where you're working where working out isn't something where you're like, damn, I don't want to work out today. Where you're looking forward to it, then you're like, okay, you're getting that work in, you're getting better and shit, and then it comes time to fight, and it's just like you've put yourself up against so many looks. At least me personally, you put yourself up against so many looks that you're like, the only thing to be nervous. The work is done. You feel me? Fate is sealed. So it's like the only thing to be nervous about is sticking to the plan, doing what you know how to do, doing, you know what I'm saying, keeping it tight and wrapped up. You don't want to unravel in the ring because I know a few people, not super close to personally, but like they're real good outside of the ring, but then they get in the ring and they just like I don't know if it's the lights or the noise that gets to them. You just gotta, you know what I'm saying, just stay there.
Yeah, I've
The
always
worst
been
that can
told.
happen is you can get punched in the face. You just got to do what you can do.
I, yeah, when you go into it too, you know you're gonna get hit some too. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it, but like I've never been in the ring fighting, but I have done sparring a lot, and it's like once your adrenaline's going and you're in the moment, it's like you don't really even feel it until afterwards.
Right. That's what I was about to say. Like for me personally, I don't know how everybody else is, but like once I touch gloves, I settle in. You feel me? Like those nerves immediately kind of slow down a little bit. But once I get touched and I get hit and I feel them, I'm like, okay. Like I spar enough to know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm here. I'm here. I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's
Sometimes,
just
sorry, go ahead.
sometimes you just gotta, you know what I'm saying? Just get in there and you can't be brave without fear. Anybody who tells you they're not nervous, you don't got to be afraid. You don't got to use that word, but you can't be brave without fear. All
Yeah,
fighters are brave. If you get in that ring, you are a brave soul because everybody knows what could happen. Everybody knows the possibilities of it. But if you're not scared, you're not
fear
trying.
fear is what keeps us alive, and fear is what keeps you from being fucking knocked out. That's how I see it.
Right? Yeah, yeah. But too
I,
much fear will also get you knocked out too. It'll leave
yeah,
you open. You got to keep it in check. But
I think usually too, whenever I'm sparring, if I get hit with a good jab or even sometimes with a hard hook, it kind of just wakes me up like, man, I need to step my guard up a little bit. So
right.
sometimes it can be a good thing. If you don't get knocked out and you get hit one good time, I guarantee you step your game up from then on.
No, no, no. For a fact, that's why I like sparring big guys. Like I walk around right above my fight weight. Like I walk around at like 164 or whatever. I'm trying to drop down from the 160 middleweight to super lightweight or welterweight 154. But like I'll get in there with the big guys, and obviously I respect them. They're not trying to kill me, you know what I'm saying? But their punches feel a lot different than people my weight. You feel me? But yeah, you get touched, and you're like, okay. It just helps me learn more because like no, they're not trying to kill me, but you get touched, and you're like, I need to watch for that. 'Cause somebody who's trying to kill me will hit me with that, and it's gonna flash you. But
Yeah,
keeps you awake, keeps you on your toes. You can't just, oh, that ain't shit. Because then you get in the ring, you can't walk through everything. You can't.
yeah, for sure. I've seen some people too go in there like a lot of people. To me, it seems like they think if someone's like bigger or muscular, that means they're instantly going to win. And I've seen a lot of fights where the bigger dude gets dropped by the littler dude. It's crazy.
Hmm. What's the word? They say styles make matchups for sure. Because I've seen muscular dudes go in there and walk through people, and I've seen muscular dudes get walked through. So it's like it's all on what you're trying to bring to the table. Whether you're the muscular guy or the other guy, you feel me? It's just all about your style.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I feel like that's one thing I like about Jimbo. Like is like you look at him, you're like his build is crazy, but at the same time, he's not just trying to tank through things. You feel me? Like you can tell Jimbo has a game plan. Jimbo has stuff that he wants to do that he sees will be beneficial for himself. I feel like most people, because you've been around Jimbo, his fucking arms look unreal for his body. Like
Yeah.
they look photoshopped onto his body, bro.
Hey,
But
he looks better and better each show too. I'm telling you, I don't know how he manages to do it, but each time I see him, it's like he's more and more toned.
right, them damn workouts, bro. But
He does some crazy shit for real.
nah, yeah, I've seen his videos on Facebook. He does some insane shit. But yeah, I just feel like most people with that build, they just get that, like you said, they get that confidence about him where like can't nothing hurt me and I'm gonna hurt you more than you can hurt me. And that's how you get clipped.
Yeah,
But Jimbo, he seems to be pretty level headed with it.
yeah,
But nah, he did have a good scrap. That whole event, that whole last event was pretty nice. I like that Charleston event.
yeah. I liked it. Even after I broke my hand, I still enjoyed it. I was at the main event. I walked out with mayhem and stuff, and like, oh my god, that was probably literally the most energetic fight that I have ever seen from the crowd and the fighters. Like, I'm excited for the Lucas and JR fight, but I mean, it'll be hard for, in my opinion, to top the energy of that. If you weren't there in the arena and experiencing it, it's hard to describe it.
On yeah, there was so much build up to that fight. It will be hard to top it, but how this fight's for a belt, I don't. I could see it being just the same or maybe even more. Just because, like, yeah, Mayhem's what's the word? Mayhem versus JR was a very big fight for Marmet and everybody, just the crowd, everybody who knew about it was talking about it. But this is a title fight, so I feel like it's just gonna be. It might be even a little thicker. It might not be quite as nasty because they had all that stuff going on beforehand outside the ring, but it's toned down. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's cool now, but I don't know. The stakes are higher. You feel me?
Yeah, I can't
Higher
wait to see.
stakes. But no, I'm excited as hell for real.
I think that it's going to end in a stoppage of some kind. I don't know by who, but I do not see it going the distance. Like I truly, I mean, like a lot of people will have their biases, and sometimes people say they're not biased when they are. I can
Mm.
say this: I've seen them both fight. It, I can see it going either way. Honest to God, I can.
Me sitting here thinking about just what I've seen from both of them, it's like they're both such short burst fighters. None of like I want to say that fight with Mayhem was the longest I've seen JR fight. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the deepest he's went into a fight.
Yeah,
And fucking Lucas, like I think he went first or second round with AR. He went. I want to say Trace Roby. Most recently, he went with Trace Roby. I think they went kind of deepish second round. But so that yeah, that'll be interesting to see. I want to see how deep that goes because I like you said, I feel like one way or the other. I feel like it's gonna be a bang out. It would be crazy
yeah,
to see them. I don't think they're gonna be out there point fighting. They're gonna be trying to get a stop. So ain't
yeah.
gonna be a whole lot of like jabs and 1-2s. You know what I'm saying? They're coming for kills. So.
They actually defend the title like at least once a show, don't they? Maybe not the same title every time, but that's actually pretty cool.
Oh no, yeah, what NLC? Oh yeah, they stay with two at least two title fights, whether it be fucking kickboxing, MMA, or boxing. But yeah, Keith is good with spreading out his shows, trying to you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
keep it nice and balanced.
I was sad that everything happened with Brody because if I ain't mistaken, he was supposed to be on that Charleston card too.
He was there was a bunch of them that was supposed to be on there. I was excited to see them fight because, like I said, Brody for me personally, watching him fight Daniel Powell, that was what really kind of put that flame in my ass. I was like, bro, I need to, like, I already feel like I take it serious, but I need to lock in. I want to be in that ring with either one of them and look like I belong. I don't want to go in there and get fucking rolled
Yeah,
because it can and will happen, but you got to put that work in to prepare for people like that because those are two guys who take their craft serious. Like, you can't be in there for fun and games against the Daniel Powell or Brody folks, none of them.
yeah. They train people like that train constantly, all the time. Like
That's
they're
what really got
animals.
me.
But I don't know. I feel like if you dedicate yourself to it, like you have the time, the effort, and the motivation to do it, you can do it too. It's just
hmm
you gotta be willing to make sacrifices and be dedicated. That's for sure. And a lot of people either can't or won't make those sacrifices.
Right. It really is just a matter of doing it. Like everybody, I mean, it's the amateur scene. None of us are making a living off of this fighting game. So
No,
it's like everybody has a life outside of it, but it's just about doing it.
it's cool how everyone can come together too, despite outside lives and everything that's going
hmm
on. It's like Okay, I've been going almost a year now. I think I want to say March will make a year. I could be wrong about that. 34 was my first new line. And
Hmm.
it's crazy how tight knit the community is. Just about all the regulars, most people know each other.
Hmm.
It's you don't really see stuff like that.
No, I thought that's what I'm not gonna say that's what sucked me in, but that was what stood out to me the most when I first got into it too. Like I wasn't even in the game long. I'd say like around last summer. So me being in the game 3, 4 months, I'd met damn near everybody. Or I'm like, we've went to their gym and trained. We've went to Princeton. We've went to Charleston. We've set up plans to go all these other places. You just see the same people at shows so often. It's like, yeah, you done bumped into the same guy 5, 6 times. So it's like, yeah, it's really cool to see.
Have you ever seen ASW wrestling shows like in Logan and stuff?
I've seen flyers for him, but I've never seen one personally. No.
That was what got me started into live combat sports. I know it's like wrestling and not
Oh,
boxing and
I
shit,
love
obviously,
wrestling.
but
I got a John Cena card on my wall right now.
yeah, I've been to two WWE shows. I've been to a live Raw April 29th or 19th in 2019. I went to that one, and I went to a house show too in Lexington, I want to say.
No, hell
Uh,
yeah.
but ASW was what got me started going to live events regularly because my uncle used to referee for him. And then
Yeah.
I had a buddy. Well, he's not my buddy really anymore, but he he was looking for an amateur debut because he wanted to get an MMA at first, and
Yeah.
he got me in with Keith because I cornered for him. And my buddy's brother was supposed to fight Jimmy on 34 card, but his brother
Oh
backed
shit.
out. He backed out on the card,
Mm,
and I felt bad for Jimmy because Jimmy drove all the way there to be there from Kentucky, farther than we drove. And then
right.
my dude backed out. So I messaged Jimmy and I told him, I was like, man, I'm sorry my dude backed out because I put in a good word for him to Jimmy and to Keith. And I said, if you ever need me to do anything, I can do it for you. And then a couple months down the road, I was going to a New Line show anyway. And Jimmy asked me if I could corner for him. And I was like, fuck it, I'll corner for you.
Nah, that's dope. Like it's just crazy how little things like that can just get you in the door and it just becomes something
Yeah.
completely different now where you done got wrapped in it, you feel me?
I feel like whatever's meant to happen will happen. That's how I see it.
Yeah, no, that's dope. That's although I haven't been too many other places, you know what I'm saying? Like obviously I'm from West Virginia and but like we get a lot of love from Ohio and Kentucky and fighters from PA, all this other stuff, but like I feel like just our community, like it's just more I don't know. I just like it. You know what I'm saying? I just mess with it. You know what I'm saying?
I
Just
ain't
like
trying to be disrespectful to no one else's promotions, but Keith's promotion just seems better than the other ones. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to nobody, but it just seems put together better. It seems more professional. I
mhm.
don't know.
There's
I've
people out here who think NLC is like $1 million company.
Yeah,
Who think it's like he's just like a proprietor of NLC. No, he's the owner. Like it's here. It's either here or it's in Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
ain't no NLC West Coast like street beefs or nothing crazy like that. Like but no, it is ran really official. That's one thing I noticed too. Like
I like too that a lot of these other promotions, like I don't want to disrespect them or nothing, but I don't like how Redneck Brawl how their commentary does because they're not really professional at all. Like I understand that
mhm.
it's more meant for entertainment, but uh, it almost seems like they don't take the boxing aspect of it seriously, and that's what I like about New Line. It's if you're going to engage in combat sports, to me there should be some level of professionalism, and if not respect, at least um, acknowledgement of the fact that we're all there for the same reason and that we're all professionals. That's how I see it.
Right, they're putting something on the line. That I've said that so many times, like about the tough man thing. Like I love tough man. Don't get me wrong. I love the environment. I love what it does. Like getting people into amateurs. You feel me? That's what it did for me. It got me to the amateur scene. But the commission, for example, they're so big on sportsmanship. But like somebody takes a hard shot, they play the little Tweety Bird sound in the
Yeah,
stadium. I don't know how I would respond to that. Like especially starting out, even if you don't have a super big ego or you don't got hella pride. You feel me? You can take your lump and get back up or whatever that spawned so much, I don't know, just like bad term oil, you feel me? Like, I don't know, like, how can I have sportsmanship towards the guy who just knocked me out when the whole arena's sitting here laughing? You got the Tweety Birds and mama said knock you out in the background. Like, it's cool. I get it's entertainment and that's what it's meant to be, but like, I get what you're saying. Like, there should be
yeah,
some level of reverence for somebody who actually has the nuts to get in there and put the gloves on.
yeah, for sure.
Like
I
even the guy who gets rolled over, like I try to I don't. go out of my way. I'm not like Huffy. Huffy will talk to anybody. Huffy don't know a stranger, but I'll talk to anybody, you feel me, at the same time and be like, you look good out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to get on another one, bro. Whatever, whatever. Like, just throw
Yeah,
them little words of encouragement. 'Cause, I mean, sometimes that's all it takes. Like everybody goes through a little bad rump, but I can understand how like my first loss was a tough man last year, and I mean, without words of encouragement, who knows if I would have been like, man, I don't want to come back. I just got fucking. I felt like I was winning the fight. Shoulder slipped out. I'm a bum. That's the end of it. Like,
yeah,
but yeah, I feel like words of encouragement go a long way in the fight game.
yeah, for sure. You got to have people that have your back and stuff. If you ain't got people that got your back, like, I mean, you can still go, but like,
Yeah,
that gets you where you need to go.
yeah. So I mean, some people don't give a fuck. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, like, not everybody's out here 12-0, 11 knockouts. You feel me? It's okay to. That's what I like about the West Virginia scene. Like, you can walk up to any fighter if they're not too nervous to talk, then they're usually really cool. Like I haven't met somebody a fighter who I'm really like, man, fuck that guy. Like,
Yeah, you get people that have their little beefs and stuff at like a new line, but for
yeah,
for the most part, it doesn't really ever go anywhere.
no. I mean, after the fight, after you put your hands on each other, usually it's hard not to have respect for somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I've never really encountered too many people from Kentucky, but like leading up to me and Jimbo's fight, I was like, man, I don't know how they feel about it. You feel me? Because I don't know how Kentucky. I don't know how Kentucky is. You feel me? I've never been to Kentucky. But then we get in there, we're not really talking too much, but we're talking a little bit before the fight. And I'm like, okay, this is just a normal guy like me. Because mind you, I haven't been around the scene that long whenever we did fight. But I was just like, yeah, it's just a normal guy like me. Ain't nothing extracurricular about it. We're just about to go fucking box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It ain't got
uh,
to be all drawn out and create scenarios where it's like,
you ain't got to like go in there and try to hate the guy either. That's I
we're
don't know.
opponents, not enemies. I feel like if you need that battery in your back to go out there and perform at your best, I don't know how good of a boxer you truly are. Like,
Yeah,
it's like I don't need that extra animosity to be at my best. You feel me?
I
I
just
mean,
don't.
I can't knock anybody who does need it, but I just don't. I don't see. You can't think clear like that. That's a whole like, what's the word? That's a whole plan in boxing. Like, if you get in there, if you can pull somebody mentally out of it and just make them try to kill you, you're gonna beat them because they're not thinking
Yeah,
straight. They're not sticking to the game plan. They're all over the place. So it's like if you go in there hot headed as hell, you're not really gonna be too sharp.
yeah, for sure. Um, do you have anything specific that you want to talk about that I haven't mentioned already?
Uh, Nothing that I can really think of. I don't think so.
Okay. Um, so I guess kind of to kind of wrap up, unless you, like I said, unless you have anything specific that you want to talk about beforehand, do you have anybody that you would like to shout out or maybe thank or even like say, hey, I would like to fight you up next or anything like that?
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know these guys, but I just want to give them a shout out. Like it's a cruel world, so I feel like it's always good to spread love. You know what I'm saying? Spread love, positivity. Like rest in peace, Jacob, Pretty Boy Ray. I hope Brody recovers, makes a full recovery. Rest up, Adam Moore from up there in Urban Warrior Academy up there in Ohio. And yeah, shout out Echelon Auto Studios, Apex Combat Sports, baby.
Hell yeah.
All my boys in Beckley.
Hell yeah. Um, So for to close up, this was Jay Payne's interview on Fight Nights and Creative Rights. I would like to give one final thank you to Jay for showing up, taking time out of his day. If you're watching this, make sure you comment some love. Do you have any closing statements before we end the interview?
Uh, be first, be last, and move fast, baby. Thank you for
All right.
having me. I love you.
Thank you. We appreciate you. I have love for you too. Thank you.
All
Bye.
right, be easy, man.